Hello guys, welcome back. This video is only made on your demand. In which, after watching the film, when the good print comes, I will definitely give you a proper explain video. In this kind of video, a lot of research is required. And for that, I can only expect a like from you people. So first, like the video. In the film, in 1945, when World War II was over, in Kamakizi, there are some issues in the plane of the pilot named Koichi, and he takes his plane with his people on a top called Oro, and the mechanic named Tachibana thinks that Koichi has betrayed him and ran away, and Godzilla looking like a dinosaur attacks Koichi and his friends on the top of Oro, and then he runs away from there in his plane and leaves his friends, in which he doesn't shoot Godzilla from his plane. And when Tachibana gets to know this, he says that you didn't kill Godzilla and that's why he's alive, and he thinks that he's responsible for his friend's death. And then we get to know that Godzilla mutated due to the nuclear attack and it was a huge size on Earth. And then in 1947, Koichi lives in Tokyo. And he works in the sea to find mines and bombs of America and Japan during the war, in which he is still sad about his friend's death. And he also helps a woman named Noriko, in which during the bomb blast in Tokyo, Noriko's parents were killed. And she was saved with her baby named Akiko. And on Godzilla, the United States nuclear attack was done at the place of Bikini Atoll, and then it mutates and grows and it destroys the American warship and goes to Japan from there, and then America refuses to help them, in which they do not want to upset the Soviet Union with this, but General Douglas was ready to help the Japanese Navy Army, and then Koichi and his friends take the job of stopping him. When Godzilla's the next day, Godzilla attacks the city of Ginseng in Japan. And there, Noriko works, in which she survives while dying, in which Koichi is in search of her. And there, a Type 4 Cheetos tank is attacked by Godzilla. And then Godzilla leaves the heat ray and kills thousands of people along with their city. And Koichi finds Noriko there. And there, in order to save Koichi, Noriko loses her life in Godzilla's attack. And then Godzilla goes back to the sea. And he can come back from there anytime. And that's why the government is confused about this. Officer Kenji would attack Godzilla with Freon tank and plan to kill him. After that, he would drown Godzilla in water for 1500 meters, put pressure on it and plan to kill it. If he failed, he would tie a balloon on it and plan to kill it by bringing it up from the port. In this, he would gather a lot of officers. There, Koichi and Tachibana would also come along. They would have fought together before. And they, because he would have fixed the Shinchan fighter plan for J-7FW, and Koichi had his own plan that he would make Godzilla explode in his mouth, and then Godzilla comes back to Earth, and then Koichi gets him trapped according to Kenji's plan, and from there, Godzilla is brought down to 1,500 meters of water, but it has no effect on him, and then he is pulled up by a balloon again, and from there, he comes up to 800 meters and Godzilla is then free, in which two ships come to stop him, and then Godzilla comes up and is ready to finish them all, and he starts destroying all the ships by leaving his heat ray, and then Koichi goes into Godzilla's mouth with bombs in his plane, and he blows the whole plane into Godzilla's mouth with a blast, in which his whole face gets destroyed, and there Koichi comes down from the parachute, in which Tachibana had told him to do this, and Koichi comes down, where he wants to live his life properly. And there all the soldiers throw Godzilla's body into the Sea of Fiani. And then Koichi gets news that he comes to the hospital, and he gets Nori alive along with Akiko. And she is saved again and again. But there is something strange on her neck. On the other hand, the remains of Godzilla's body, which were in the sea, start to regenerate again. And with this ends with the message of the second part of the Biden film.